I think those are some very key questions. What happens to Nicolas Maduro? The American president has made it clear through his social media post that the United States has captured Nicolas Maduro and his wife, and he is currently in American custody. And the Americans, this cannot be called a decapitation attack, but this is effectively the Americans going in and managing to capture the leader of another sovereign nation. The Americans, of course, had enough time to prepare. This is what the American president had been working towards, it appears, for many, many months. The Americans started those attacks on those drug trafficking boats. Was that just a false flag, sort of an operation that the Americans were carrying out, claiming that they were just going after the drug flow that the Americans wanted to block? Remember, that theory in itself by the American president was questioned by a lot of people, because the Caribbean sea route is not the place from where drugs flow into the United States of America in any substantial quantity, because there is a lot more drug that comes through via the land corridor, which the Americans, if they were interested in stopping the flow of drugs into the United States borders, should have been working much more harder upon. But by making a spectacle of hitting these tiny boats, a lot of people termed that to be extrajudicial murder that was being carried out by the U.S. forces in international waters. That had become extremely controversial, something that was debated upon even within the American legislature. But what has happened here clearly throws the international law out of the window. The American nation, a sovereign nation, the superpower of the world, which is increasingly finding that it is a multipolar world that it exists in, has gone into another nation and, according to the American president, has captured the president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, and his wife, and has been flown out from Venezuela. So who is in charge at this moment in Venezuela? These are some very interesting questions which the people of Venezuela will be waking up to. If the American president has, of course, now said a lot. We were waiting for this reaction by him, where he said that Nicolas Maduro and his wife have been captured and flown out from the country. The details are to follow. There will be a news conference today at 11 a.m. in Mar-a-Lago in Florida. One needs to wait and watch out as to what more details the American president has to give out them.